Today I will be taking the recipe for the Play-Doh out of the Danner Family Cookbook. You need salt, flour, boiling water, alum, and vegetable oil, and either food coloring or Kool-Aid. Today I will be using Kool-Aid instead of food coloring because it gives the Play-Doh a delicious set and a great color. First thing you need to do is start boiling 2 cups of water, which I already have started over here. While the water is boiling, you take 3.5 cups of flour and dump it into a separate bowl. Then you take 1/2 cup of salt and dump it in with the flour. And then you take 1 tablespoon of alum and dump it in with the salt and flour. And then you mix all of them together. You need to stir very good so the Play-Doh gets all mixed together. And then you take 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil and dump it in with the flour, salt, and alum. Again, you need to mix that very good to get the Play-Doh that you want. By then, your water should be done boiling, and you need that to put your food coloring or your Kool-Aid in. You could use any kind of food coloring and any kind of Kool-Aid that you want. You need 2 Kool-Aid packets for each recipe that you make. You dump the Kool-Aid into the boiling water, and when you're done dumping it in, you need to stir it very good to make sure that it gets completely dissolved. Since the water is hot, it dissolves very fast. You then take the boiling water with the Kool-Aid in it and dump a little bit of it in the bowl with the other mixtures, and between every little bit that you pour in, you need to stir very good. You need to make sure that it gets completely stirred in, or your Play-Doh will be uneven and won't all be colored. You keep pouring the boiling water in until it's completely done. You need to keep stirring it so that the color can get all over, like I said, and so that it isn't very sticky. The Kool-Aid, like I said before, gives the Play-Doh a nice color, and it also gives it a good scent. You keep stirring it until it is the texture that you want and the color is all over. It takes a very long time to stir. After the water cools down a little bit, you might need to take the Play-Doh out of the bowl and knead it on the table. And then do this for a long time. If the Play-Doh is really sticky, you can add a little bit of flour at a time to make it not as sticky while you knead it. I've already made a batch of Play-Doh, so instead of me stirring it for a long time to show you how it is, I'll just show you my other batch. As you can tell, the texture is very soft and not sticking to my hands. It also has a delicious smell. The Play-Doh is a good thing to do to relieve stress and just have fun.